Hello, Internet. This is Handsome Dan again, and we are back playing Mini Motorways. And we're going to do something that is sort of an experiment. In a recent video, or in the last several videos I've done on this game, we have. See, here's a yellow house and a yellow business. We have endeavored to keep the yellow only going to the yellow, and the green only going to the green, and the red only going to the red. So what I thought I'd do this time is something a little different. And that is design, a more normal looking road system. Most cities, at least in the US, most cities, the streets are roughly northwest and or north south and roughly east west, or roughly northwest and roughly southeast. But the gist of this game, this is some sort of business. Each of these little symbols is a passenger that wants to go to his a yellow yellow passenger wants to go to a yellow house. Oh, I'm out of road tiles. And well, as I said, we've it wouldn't be difficult at this juncture to keep the green or blue or whatever color this is separate from the yellow. But we're not going to do that. We're going to do a more traditional road system. And when we tried to keep everything separate, we ended up with a score. Each time you complete one of these rides, you get a point. We ended up with a score of something like 2,500. And my thinking is we're not going to be able to get to nearly that doing it with a regular road system. And maybe I'm wrong. And this is the experiment to find out the answer to that. If you haven't seen this game before, you don't have money or anything. You have a limited number of supplies. In this case, I've used up all my road tiles, but I do have another bridge I could use. And then every week, in this case it's Sunday night, you get some additional roads and a something. And it gives you a choice of a couple of things, in this case a bridge or a roundabout. I don't need another bridge at the moment, although we will need more bridges. No, I am going to take the bridge right now. Roundabouts are useful for intersections in a game like this. I don't like them in real life, but it does tend to keep intersections from clogging up, at least to a point. Beyond a certain point, they get overwhelmed anyway. And trying to limit the number of intersections, so I've just moved that over. You may notice the map is slowly zooming out. It gives us more room to build on, but it also gives buildings and houses more room to appear on. I didn't comment on it, but this turned into a circle shortly before we got that Sunday night reward. And that just ends up generating more trips. And then if the passengers fill up the whole circle, I think it's about 10 on a circle and it's 6 on a square, a timer starts. And if that timer reaches if the timer reaches 0, then it's game over. Now you're seeing one of the reasons why just doing an ordinary grid system ends up producing more traffic because this section of road is going to be occupied by both green cars trying to go to the green building and yellow cars trying to go to this yellow building. Now, eventually, this time I'll take a roundabout. Eventually, we'll be connecting this under here someplace, and we'll be connecting this up here someplace. I'm leaving this. We don't need the extra cars yet, and we may choose to route this to the south. Normally when I start one of these videos, I refill my coffee first. I haven't done that yet. So I'll be taking a quick break in a few minutes to refill my coffee. I've joked in some of these videos that as often as I talk about, oh, that was a good piece of coffee or drink of coffee, I need to refill my coffee. As often as I joke about that, I should get sponsored by Folgers. And I'm joking, but you know, hey, if you know a guy. This is something I like to do. I like to limit the number of intersections. And even though this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-way intersection, 6-way intersection now, it's a single intersection, so cars don't slow down multiple times. The reason I'm extending these out, even though we don't need anything on that side yet, is to prevent like a house from spawning right there that we're going to have to go around. It keeps our roads nice and straight. For the most part, this style of building, the grid style, uses fewer roads than keeping everything segregated. But it, you still end up building some that you're not ready for yet because you're trying to, avoid exactly what I said about houses just appearing, blocking your road. I'm going to take this motorway. I don't have a plan for it yet. Motorways are kind of cool. If I stick a... If I stick a motorway, let's say I stuck a motorway right here, I could have a freeway going from here to here and just over everything. Tempted to put a roundabout here just to stop a purple from showing up where I don't want one. This is not a great place for a roundabout, really. I mean, it doesn't hurt to have a roundabout there. It's just that's not where we need one. We really need one here, but we can't get one there. If I put it here, it'll be blocked by this. If I put it here, it'll be blocked by the bridge. Suppose, since there is a roundabout, I can put that through into the roundabout. Now, it's almost the end of the week, or I could delete a couple of roads. Oh, I'm almost out. I'm out of roads. I kind of want to move this up one. Just so some houses can appear there. Alright, it's Sunday. That means I'm going to get some more roads. the little driveway in front of a house doesn't count against you for roads. Traffic lights or a bridge? I'll take a bridge. Seven-way intersection. Not aware of any. Oh yeah, now I am. Nuts. Well, double nuts because we have to connect this around underneath or something. Actually, let's go the other way. I think I'm going to try to hope this isn't a problem, that we can let this wait until Sunday. The green, I mean. Boy, I'm starting to think if just some road tiles and that's it is an option, which it is sometimes, then I'll take that. One of the few times I won't take a motorway if it's offered because I need the road tiles, and a motorway comes with less road tiles. All right, last few hours of Sunday. Traffic lights or a motorway? Well, I'm not taking the motorway as much as I'd like to. Actually, I'm going to go the other way. Oh, I need that. I'd actually prefer to take this out this way. Okay, there are a bunch of green cars coming here. That should rescue that. Like to connect this white, but I don't have road tiles. I'm actually feeling very precarious in a way that I don't when I keep things segregated. I'm going to use these traffic lights. I actually don't like to use traffic lights, but it might help clear up this congestion. I really don't think it will, but it might. By the time these green cars get here, I feel like we're going to be back on a timer. Road tiles, and that's it. This is moving with the traffic lights. It's still pretty congested. Well, at least one car is heading down here. 2, 3, and for this one, 2 probably. Well, I kind of feel like this experiment is proven the point. That a grid system just doesn't work. Because we got, 15% or so of the number of points we got on a keeping everything segregated. And that is not very good if we look at that on the... Oh, this is my high score. How do I look at my current score? Well, I don't. But we got about 300, which is in this section. So we're on the bad side of the... of where the score most people get in Warsaw. But I consider that experiment pretty well proven. And so we will see you next time for another exciting episode of Handsome Dan Plays. Maybe many motorways. I'm kind of not thinking so. But until then, Internet, we will see you next time. Have a good night.